Coming up on this week's newscast, the mass media class takes a field trip and senior theology classes work on a service project this quarter. All this and more on this week's episode. Get ready, because BNN starts now. Hi, I'm Lisbeth. This year's yearbook Vintage 2024 is on sale at johnstonsyearbook.com for $81. This yearbook is a celebration of everything that makes Bishop Noel Institute a great community this year. The Hispanic Student Union has been working hard for a celebration event to celebrate Cinco de Mayo tomorrow in the cafeteria. Here's Khalil Tucker with the story.
On May 4th, Bishop Noel will be hosting its very own Cinco de Mayo celebration. It will be held at Bishop Noel Institute, and tickets are $15. Doors will open at 6 p.m. You can pick your tickets up today in the cafeteria during your lunch hour, and there will also be a live DJ, dancing, and food.
It was actually something we had planned from last year, but we never got around to it. But it was mostly me and Daisy who thought of this idea.
Come out and support your HSU community, who worked really hard to organize this event in order to expand the cultural aspect of Bishop Noel. Senior Daisy Gonzalez wants to end the year off on a good year and leave something for next year's HSU club.
So for our main goal, first of all, is to have hopefully a really big turnout, because all of the money that we fundraise at this event is going to be going towards next year's HSU events. I know that they're trying to have Kiki, who's going to be our president next year. She is going to want to do like a museum field trip. We're obviously going to have the Chicago field trip still. And then they just want to have a lot more HSU events. So all of the money that we fundraise from this event will be going towards those events next year. And I mean, for me personally, like as the president this year, I really want to make sure that the events go well for next year. Like I want to leave stuff for next year. So ultimately the goal is to fundraise. That is the goal.
This past Wednesday, our mass media class went to the guaranteed rate field for NBC5 Weather Day event. Students from all over the Chicagoland area listened to NBC5 meteorologists give a presentation on how the weather team records their segments. Former White Sox team manager and current post-game commentator Ozzie Gullin also spoke. Here's Kate Estrada with the story.
On May 1st, the Bishop Noel mass media class went on a field trip to the Chicago White Sox and NBC5 Storm Team Weather Day at Comiskey Park. The purpose of this field trip was to give the class exposure to videography and the behind-the-scenes of meteorology.
The White Sox have been contacting me the last few years about trying to get our Bishop Noel students to come to the NBC5 Weather Day, and it never really worked out in the past for whatever reason. And this year, everything just kind of clicked together.
From 10:30 to 11:20 a.m., there was a presentation made by the NBC5 Storm Team. Then at 11:40, the gates for the White Sox game opened to watch the game.
I learned that taking mass media is actually a really good class to take.
You get to go on field trips.
Students were able to explore the park and see the NBC5 green screen before the 1:10 start of the game against the Minnesota Twins. BNI students were also able to meet Hector Pina, senior creative producer of game presentation, video production, and scoreboard operations, and get their chance to represent Bishop Noel on the Jumbotron.
And finally, the senior theology classes completed a service project with Mr. Joseph this quarter to create care packages for people in need. Here's Kylie McCabe with the story.
Mr. Joseph is starting up a new project for the senior class. He is having the seniors create care bags for people in need. Students had the opportunity to fill up the bags with however much they felt was needed.
The project that I'm getting the senior class to do at the moment is to make these bags that could go to the homeless. And so what we did was a couple of days ago, I got a Ziploc bags, I got a packet of Kleenexes, I got Chewy bars, and I got a bottle of water, and they all got these basic things that would be good to have in a homeless bag that someone on the streets could take and use in a quick need. However, as we realized, is that that's not much. There's only so much we could do ourselves. So we actually asked the students, especially the seniors, if they would like to take one of the bags each and fill it up as much as they desire to give to the person on the street, person who's struggling. So that's really the project.
Seniors get to choose if they would like to personally hand deliver the bags or have Mr. Joseph hand them out to the homeless. All seniors wrote words of encouragement and filled up their bags to help brighten up their day.
There is one bag that I plan to give out myself because I see the same homeless person every day. So I plan to give them the bag that I made, but also, if possible, to give out more bags. I would give my bags to Mr. Joseph, and I know he's probably has the better opportunities to give them to homeless people.
I feel like that if you have the money to give, you should give like some of it to the less fortunate who don't have the stuff, so like it could help make their day better.
In sports news, the softball team defeated Griffith Tuesday night 12-6 and will play today against Highland at home, 4:30. The baseball team will play at Ileana Christian on Monday at 5. And the boys volleyball team lost against Valparaiso on Wednesday, 1-3. They play against Washington Townships on Saturday before entering sectionals hosted here at Bishop Knoll next week.
What made me decide to take this project on? I don't know. You didn't tell me you were doing this. I didn't have to answer this.
It's been a long week. You can scream at you.
Hold on, let me think of an answer. Hold on.
I suck at this.
Would you have liked to study for that quiz today?